We got a Texas standoff going on here. Well, fed my first bale of sorghum tonight. It's December 26th, about 4:30 in the afternoon. Doing chores. These guys got a bale of sorghum here. Wanted to make this video. I got a bale of baleage right there that I'm about to put on top of this. I always feed them 2 bales every time I feed them. What I do is just come up here with the bale, set it there, go a few inches down, and just go a few inches down here, pick up with the spear, and it busts. It just opens up. And the core, because this isn't cut, because my baler doesn't cut the core I usually set there and they munch on it and I push it up. So, but yeah, this is the first bale of sorghum that that I've fed this year, or ever, I guess. Actually, it'd be ever. I was kind of worried. I thought it was gonna be a little dry because this is the stuff that that came off. This is actually, I have to look, but I'm pretty sure this is the BMR sorghum. This was individual wrapped bales. And this stuff, when I put it up, we had some some beautiful weather, and it was actually, I thought, a little dry. I left it lay just as long as the other stuff. The other stuff was about perfect. I cut it be Tuesday night, left it lay all day Wednesday, all day Thursday. I was gonna bale it as soon as the dew came off on Friday. I cut it Thursday or Tuesday evening, but this stuff dried quick, and I should have known because it wasn't as thick as the other stuff. But so what I ended up doing actually was baling it Friday morning with the dew on it, and I was kind of worried it was gonna be a little dry. But when I picked them up to go wrap them, they felt heavy. They felt like they had some moisture in them. And then today when I opened that bale up, there was, you could tell there was some moisture in them. And it's got decent moisture to it. So they seem to be liking it. They were all excited when I brought it in. I do want to give them, like I said, the baleage on top. Normally I give them a bale of baleage and I'll give them a bale of dry hay mixed together. Like spread dry hay usually actually underneath this and baleage on top, and it kind of mixes together. But I opted to go with baleage and sorghum today, just mainly because I haven't pulled off that line wrapped baleage in a few days, and I haven't done line wrapped. I haven't fed off a line wrapper ever before. This is the first year, so I wasn't sure how long I could leave that end exposed. So with the weather we've been having, 40s, I wanted during the day, 40s during the day, I wanted to get a bale fed off it. So that's why I went with baleage. Now, I'm sure it probably would have been all right, because I know other videos I watch, like from Visa and stuff, he stockpiles baleage up, by the barn and stuff, and he leaves it sit there. I don't know how long it sits there, and so, and he's done it for years. So, but I just didn't want to get any rotten, so I decided to go that route. But you can see that's from the knives cutting it up on the baler, and then this would be like an outer where it didn't cut it. So they seem to be enjoying it. Probably, I think Monday I'm gonna dehorn, get some horns off these cattle, and probably before that, I don't know if I'll make a video while I'm doing it, so I'll probably be doing it myself, but I'll be running them through the chute and giving them shots and banding them. So not sure if I'll be able to make a video while I'm doing it. I'll try to, but kind of tough by myself to do a video, and it's hard enough running through by myself. Already trying to do a video on it. So these guys over here, they still have baleage. So, but they're all doing good. Tomorrow's just Friday. I gotta go back to work for one day actually, then I'm off again. I'm off next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So hoping to get a few things done. Actually tonight, I was off today. Had to run in town, spent most of the day in town running errands that I kind of been putting off. Now that Christmas is over with and stuff, and building, I came out here to build another grain feeder right here to give these guys more space to eat grain. So I started that, and all my batteries died on my cordless drills and sawzall and everything. So I figured I might as well do chores while I'm waiting for that to charge. So that's what I'm doing now, and I did not get this tested yet. I should. I was going to actually before I fed it, but yeah, seem to be enjoying it. They seem to like it, which is good. Must have done something right, I guess. If this sorghum works out, I plan on probably planting more next year. I might actually up my acres. I only had about 10 acres in of it, so I might actually end up putting about 25 or so in. But I got to get these guys banded and get them castrated, because I guess this is a heifer here, and these bulls trying to sniff on her, and the dang bull is trying to jump the heifers. So, no, that's a bull too. I don't know why the heck he's standing nearby him. Just being pains in the butts, aren't you? Huh? Get your horns off you. So, cattle are doing good. It's been, well, Saturday will be 2 weeks for when I bought them cattle, and knock on wood, I haven't noticed any sickness. I got meds on hand, but knock on wood, I haven't noticed any sickness, so no BRD or nothing. So, but I got to get these guys. I just cleaned these guys out Christmas Eve, so it would be two days ago. Fresh bedding and everything, and look at they got it all mudded up again. So I have to get them cleaned out again. And actually, I kind of got a thought. Actually, my buddy gave me the idea, and that's why it's nice sometimes to get advice from other people, even with the operation you got, and 'cause sometimes I notice I do it anyways. When you look at something and what you want to do, you kind of are narrow visioned, and you don't really think about other options you have. Well, what I want to do is get, guys, settle down. I want to get better use out of my bedding, and I can't really, because they're eating right there, eating grain, drinking their water right there. They're just no good spot for them to lay in bed. These guys ain't too bad on this side, but this side over here is, I can't get any use out of my bedding. Well, what he thought, and I didn't even think about it, is my manure barn there. Seems to go turn the lights off, I see. Get that cleaned out, which I want to do anyways. Get it emptied, and then I think I'm actually going to split it in half. Split it in half, and basically that'll be their bedding spot. They can bed out there, and then I can just scrape these guys inside the barn here down, settle down. I can just scrape the barn down, once a week or every other day or something. So that's at least get better use out of my bedding and stuff until I am able to switch to a TMR to where I can feed them in just one spot and switch the barn over to like basically a transition barn. But so good thought. I'm glad he told me about it. Didn't even think about it. And, so I think it's always a good idea to ask advice from other people, I guess. So yeah, wanted to make a little quick video. We're going on 10 minutes long. So I'm gonna feed this baleage and get that grain feeder made up, and then get in the house and get ready for work tomorrow and back off again for the weekend, which will be nice. So. And then I gotta get the chute and everything set up so I can get all that done. But figured I'd show you guys the sorghum and what it turned out to be. They seem to like it. So. Alrighty, we'll talk to you guys later.